Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be discussing two books that offer valuable insight into how to navigate through the challenges of change in personal and professional life. The two books that I read were The Iceberg is Melting by John Cotter and Holder Rathberg, and the other one is Who Moved the Cheese or Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. They're both fables, and they both talk about how these these characters in these stories have to adapt to the rapidly changing environment, and they're kind of a comprehensive guide to leading change in our personal and professional lives. And yeah, they'll be interesting to hear about. So the first one is the Our Iceberg is Melting. Like I said, it was written by John Cotter and Holder Rathberg in 2006. It's a fable about a colony of penguins facing impending iceberg meltdown. The characters use the 8-step process for leading change to navigate through the challenges of the change. The main themes include collaboration, communication, adaptation, and leadership, and the lessons learned in it can be applied to various industries and contexts. Um, so, Our Iceberg is Melting offers several key themes that are essential for leading change. One of the main themes is the need to anticipate and communicate change effectively. In the book, the penguins are able to overcome the challenges of change by working together and communicating effectively with each other. The book also emphasizes the importance of creating a sense of urgency and building a team to address the problem. The authors suggest that successful change efforts require collaboration and a shared vision of the future. Another theme from the book is the importance of celebrating short term wins and using them to build momentum. The book suggests that the small success the small successes along the way can provide motivation to keep going and help create more positive attitude towards the change. Finally, the book emphasizes the need to anchor the new approach into the organization's culture. This means that the lessons from the change process should be incorporated into the company's values, practices, and procedures to ensure the change is sustainable. These themes provide a valuable guide for leaders who are facing challenges of change in the organization. Our Iceberg is Melting offers several important lessons for leading change in today's complex and fast changing world. One of the book's key messages is the importance of collaboration and communication when implementing change. In the book, the penguins and the other animals on the iceberg have to work together to overcome the challenges of adapting in a changing environment. They have to communicate effectively, share their perspectives and ideas, and work toward a common goal. Another key takeaway from the book is the need for flexibility and adaptability when implementing change. The characters in the book had to be willing to let go of their old ways of thinking and doing things and be open to new ideas and approaches. They had to be willing to experiment, take risks, and learn from their mistakes. Finally, the book emphasizes the importance of having a clear and compelling vision for change. In the book, the character of Fred played an important role in communicating the urgency and importance of adapting to the changing environment. He was able to inspire the other animals to take action and work together toward a common goal. So, Our Iceberg is Melting offers several important lessons for leading change, including the importance of collaboration, adaptability, and having a clear vision. These lessons can be applied to a wide range of real world context, from organizational change to personal growth and development. By learning from the characters in the book and applying these lessons to our own lives and work, we can become more effective agents of change in an ever changing world. So, the other book that I had to read was Who Moved My Cheese. It was written by Spencer Johnson in 1998. It's a fable about two mice and two little people searching for cheese in a maze. The characters must adapt to change and let go of their old beliefs and habits. The main themes include anticipation and adaptation to change, embracing uncertainty, and letting go of fear. And all of these lessons, again, can be applied to personal and professional life. Um, So there are four main characters: two mice named Sniff and Scurry, and two little people named Hem and Haw, who all live in a maze and are looking for cheese. The character's cheese supply suddenly disappears. They must find a way to adapt to this change and find new cheese. The book offers several important lessons about change and leadership, including the importance of anticipating the change and being willing to adapt. The characters who are most successful in the story are Sniff and Scurry, the mice, who are quick to notice when the cheese supply is dwindling and start looking for new cheese right away. They don't waste time mourning the loss of their old cheese, but instead focus on finding a new source of nourishment. Um, Another key lesson from the book is the importance of letting go of old beliefs and habits that are no longer serving us. In the story, Hem and Haw struggle to adapt to the loss of their cheese supply because they're stuck in their old ways of thinking and doing things. They're hesitant to try new paths and instead cling to the hope that the old cheese will magically reappear. It's only when they let go of their old beliefs and start exploring new parts of the maze that they're able to find new cheese and thrive. So, Who Moved My Cheese offers several important lessons for leading change based on the characters' experiences in adapting to change environment. One of the book's key messages is the need to anticipate and adapt to change rather than waiting for it to happen. The characters who are most successful in the story, Sniff and Scurry, are quick to notice that the cheese supply is dwindling and start looking for new sources of nourishment right away. They don't waste any time hoping that things will go back to the old way, but instead take action to find new opportunities. Another important lesson from the book is the need to let go of old beliefs and habits that no longer serve us. The characters Hem and Haw struggle to adapt to the loss of their cheese supply because they're stuck in their old ways of thinking and doing things. They're hesitant to try new paths and instead cling to the hope that the old cheese will magically reappear. The only way to let go It's only when they let go of their old beliefs and start exploring new parts of the maze that they're able to find new cheese and thrive. And the book emphasizes the importance of embracing change as an opportunity for growth and learning. The characters who are most successful in the story are those who are able to see the change as as a chance to try new things, learn from the experience, and become stronger and more resilient. They don't see change as a threat or a source of anxiety, but as a natural part of life that can be embraced with enthusiasm and curiosity. So there are several similarities between the two books, um, and they both of the books emphasize the importance of anticipating and adapting to change rather than waiting for it to happen. They also highlight the value of collaboration, communication, and a clear vision for change. Um, in Our Iceberg is Melting, the penguins and other animals on the iceberg had to work together to overcome the challenges and adapt to the environment. They had to communicate effectively and share their perspective and ideas and work toward a common goal. Similarly, in Who Moved the Cheese, the characters who were most successful were those who collaborated with others, communicated openly, and were willing to try new things. Both books emphasize the need to let go of the old beliefs and habits that no longer serve us. In Our Iceberg is Melting, the characters had to be willing to adapt to new circumstances and let go of their old ways of thinking and doing things. In Who Moved the Cheese, the characters who are the most successful are those who are willing to let go of the attachment to old cheese and explore new possibilities and opportunities. Finally, both books stress the importance of having a clear and complete vision of change. In Our Iceberg is Melting, the character of Fred plays an important role in communicating the urgency and importance of adapting to the changing environment. And in Who Moved My Cheese, the characters who were most successful were those who had a clear goal in mind and focused on achieving it. There are also some differences. While Who Moved the Cheese and Our Iceberg is Melting do have some important themes and lessons about leading change, there are also key differences between the two books. One major difference is the tone and style of the books. In Who Moved My Cheese, it's a short and simple parable that uses animal characters and straightforward plot to illustrate its lessons about change. In contrast, Our Iceberg is Melting is a longer and more complex story with a larger cast of characters and a more nuanced plot. The book also includes more detailed description of the characters' emotions, motivations, and relationships. Another difference is the setting of the books. Who Moved My Cheese takes place in a maze, while Our Iceberg is Melting takes place in an Arctic environment. While both settings are symbolic of challenges of navigating change, they offer different perspectives on the nature of change and the skills needed to adapt to it. And finally, the two books offer some different perspectives on the role of leadership in change. Our Iceberg is Melting emphasizes the importance of collaborative leadership, with different characters taking different leadership roles at different points in the story. In contrast, Who Moved My Cheese focuses more on the personal responsibility of individuals to adapt to change and take control of their own lives. So some of the lessons learned, the lessons from the books can be applied to a wide range of real-world context, from personal development to organizational change. Both books emphasize the importance of anticipating and adapting to change, collaborating with others, letting go of old beliefs and habits, and having a clear vision for change. So some of the examples are an organizational change. When the organization is going through a period of change, it's important to communicate openly with employees, involving them in the process and providing opportunities for feedback and input. Leaders can encourage collaboration and experimentation and be willing to adapt their plans as circumstances change. Personal development, when individuals are facing personal change or transitions, it's important to focus on adapting to new circumstances, letting go of old beliefs or habits that are no longer helpful, and setting clear goals for the future. Individuals can also seek out support and guidance from others and be open to learning new things. And then entrepreneurship, when starting a new business or launching a new product, it's important to anticipate and adapt to the changing market conditions, collaborate with others such as co-founders, investors, or customers, and be willing to pivot or adjust plans as the market dictates. It's also important to have a clear and compelling vision for the business and be able to communicate that vision effectively to stakeholders. So the big takeaways is that Our Iceberg is Melting and Who Moved My Cheese offer valuable lessons for leading change in today's complex and fast-changing world. Both books emphasize the importance of anticipating and adapting to change, collaborating with others, letting go of old beliefs and habits, having a clear vision for change. By applying these lessons to real-world situations, we can become more effective leaders and agents of change. To apply these lessons to your own life and work, there are some steps to follow. So anticipate the change, look for signs of change in your in your personal and professional life, and be proactive in adapting new circumstances. Collaborate with others, seek out opportunities to work with others toward common goals, and communicate openly and effectively to build trust and teamwork. Let go of old beliefs and habits, be willing to change your assumption and try new things. Let go of old ways of thinking or doing things that are no longer helpful. Have a clear vision for change, develop a compelling vision for the future, and communicate that vision effectively to others to inspire action and commitment. And so by following these steps, you can become a more effective leader and agent of change and help yourself and others thrive in an ever-changing world. Thank you.